Let's do this. Right into it. The action. Mike, you're gonna have to get back. I don't want to knock you over if I get into this one with the energy edition of just. Anyhow, hello and welcome back to Fate Stay Night Unlimited Budget Works. Subbed, episode 15. Cool guy, for you. You there, behind the camera. Live Rereaction. Oh, how I wish it was all blind. Be hyped beyond belief. But anyhow, Blondie has invaded the castle with Ilya and Berserker. Berserker gonna fight him off. We got Shirao and Rin seeking an alliance with Ilya and Ilyasvili and Berserker. So we'll have to see how everything goes down. And Caster still has over half the servants, 4 on her side, I think. Let's see what we got straight into the action. A battle of legend. Come on. He's still standing. They just were flying off him. Got that out of the way. He didn't dodge the others. Just running in there like an idiot. Berserker died already. Meathead. Revival. Shinji wetting his pants. Come on. Look at the scenery. The one noble phantasm he lacked. Thanks. So Gilgamesh doesn't have the revival. Jeez. Skewered. Hercules. 12. So he has 12 lives, essentially. Infinite offense. Warehouse of weapons for heroes. Versus 12 life Hercules. He wants him to fight him. At full. Backstory time. Surrounded by teddy bears. All alone. Waiting. Shaking her butt. Kritsugu returning. Sick to put that in her head. It's like the Holy Grail. Manifested as her mother. Fill her head with garbage. A little girl. Jeez. This guy, we saw this guy in like episode 1 of Fate Zero. I think that was the only other spot. Everybody was like, who is this guy? I can't name it off the top of my head. Called still on. Hi. Traitor. What on earth? Oh shoot. She's referring to Shirao. Okay, that explains some stuff. Is that like all in her head or what? It warped her. Good gosh. What on earth? Teared up just to that. Little girl. What on earth? It seems like they tried to fit a boatload into here. Where did you replicate? Elder Oct. So that's probably who we saw. Somewhere to 1,000 years. And then Ilya. Jeez. Oh. Power source. The Ions burns will be over with. 1,000 years of research for nothing if she loses. And they all dissipate, disintegrate. She's like open up to like replicate her, or the magic circuits, or geez, she grew cold. Hercules summoned and chained up. Doesn't want Berserker. Excuse me. She's so independent-minded. She thinks everyone will backstab her. Betrayer. No trust to anyone. You can't live like that. Magic circles, some sort of linking. And I will talk about this episode after it finishes. I did have things to say. I've been waiting. If I remember. Punch is Berserker. It won't listen to her. That's a lot of feedback. So she's got to like try and tame him. Pact ritual. Jeez. And she's a lot older than she looks, because it had been 10 years. She's just short, I think. Barefoot, snow. So there's so many different ones. Oh, great. Pack of wolves versus a little girl. Come on. There we go. Oh, man. Chewing on him ain't gonna do good. Ah, jeez. Stupid eyelashes. Got messed up during the feels. Oof. Jeez. Took care of them. Just amazing scene. Oh, my eyelashes messed up. He's protecting her without any command. So now they have this amazing bond. Kind of just what she wanted. Look at him smirking. They broke through the dang ceiling. He formed them all around him. No interfering, Shiro. Oh man. Jeez. Why? Why during the reaction? Protecting her. He has to protect her. Burden. And Blondie's going to take advantage of that trash. Just infinite swords. So overpowered. Has to protect her. Just gets skewered. Just he can't get them all. Skewered in the face. Just too much. There's got to be a limit to how many he can summon. Gosh dang. He didn't give up protecting her. He's Burke. Again, and he's calm as heck. The other stuff wasn't enough? Overpowered enough? Now he can just disable anyone with chains. Chains of heaven. Binds higher divinity levels. More so. Can't teleport away via the command seal. Oh. Man. Good gosh. How many times has he died? Very symbolic there. Bowing the knee. I always thought that to Blondie. Oh my gosh. Slitting her eyes, man. This guy has no heart. Skewers her. Blinded her. Slit her eyes. He actually went on both knees, I guess. Relieved just to find him. Get him! Get him! Get him! He was sweating. Oh, complete garbage. Man, he caught him off guard, though. That showed you. He's not invincible. How many times did he die, though? But Berserker done. Sure, I'll be an idiot. She's touching a stone now. She thinks it's him. And that's it. I didn't get the feels at the end there, but I definitely got them at those other points. Eyelash still feels messed up. But anyhow, Blondie defeating Berserker Hercules because he would not give up protecting Ilya. And the moment he would try to get after Blondie, Blondie would just target Ilya to get him back there. It's the melee versus ranged unfairness baloney garbage. He's so overpowered. But what it showed you in this episode, he isn't invincible. He was almost got. Man, I would have every single time. Oh, we're gonna have to see the teaser. Hold up. Winter days, the form wishes take. All right, so as I was saying, what was I saying? Oh shoot. Yeah, Berserker. Oh, you have no idea how badly I wanted him to just. That was not fair that he did not just get a hold just for a moment, man. Just grab onto him. That was so not fair. Berserker got nothing. No hits in. And that's the thing. You know, ultimate defense versus ultimate offense. Defense runs out and the offense wins. My goodness. You know, when you compare this battle to other fights, you'll see, you know, kind of where the weakness lies. You know, let's use the One Punch Man finale. You compare it to that, well, what do we have here? We have Berserker, who can take the hits and dish out the hits, but with Gilgamesh, with Blondie, whoops, did I just spoil it? Whatever. Anyhow, with Blondie, he can't take the hits. He can only dish it out. So, from a writing perspective with that, it's kind of constricted there. That's the weak point. And the writing compensated that all throughout this, giving a good counter to that weakness by having Berserker play off of that. So our Blondie would win no matter what. So realistically though, if it was just Berserker and Archer, I think Berserker would have all the chance in the world. I mean, all the dang weapons though. He might still not be able to get to him, but man, oh man, I don't know. He probably could. He probably could get to him. He probably could get to him and kill him off. But with Ilya's feel, that was his weakness, and Blondie exploited that to the fullest. He went after and targeted Ilya. Berserker just when he was, more out there than not. Archer just brings him right back. He brought him right back. When he was in front of Ilya, he brought him back to Ilya. So, just exploiting the weakness that Hercules would not protect Ilya to take out Blondie. And if you know that, and if you have that weak point, you're going to take advantage of that. So that's what this was. Ultimately, what would have been a better fight is if we had, Blondie, if he could have taken hits as well as delivered hits. But you have this ranged and melee dynamic. You got Berserker who can take and deliver hits. Blondie can only really deliver hits ranged wise. And we saw he can't take hits. We saw Berserker get close. How many times did he die? Did he actually die 12 times in this? Curious. I don't think so. Yeah, it's just assumed, I guess. Plus, he may have regenerated one. Depends how many days passed since episode 3. So he lost one there. He definitely lost some in this episode. There was a lot of that Ilya's feel backstory. I think they could have explained that a lot more so. A lot of the details, someone might not know 100% like me of all those details and intricate stuff of the backstory there and all those concepts and the information. Just kind of overwhelming. Lore type stuff, it just overwhelms me. So it's got to stay kind of constricted. But anyhow, and the Ilya's feel moments, really good. These little feels moments, not at the end there actually when it should have been the most. She's not really as young as she looks. She's actually 10 years older because of the time difference from this and Phase Zero. So she's actually like 17, but she looks like whatever, 7-10 years old, whatever. So that's why it kind of gets you more. there was one more bit, I would say, but I gotta hold off on it until the right time, if I remember. And I don't know if I remembered everything I wanted to remember for this to say at this episode. But since I began reacting to it, it's kind of stuff I wanted to throw out there. Just kind of minery criticism. So, anyhow, of just it is what it is. I mean, it's not gonna be a perfect anime, but anybody can nitpick here or there. I'm not really into that, but I if I want to criticize something, I'm gonna say it. I don't care. So I'm not gonna refrain from saying what I want to say. So anyhow, let me know what you thought of this episode of Fate Stay Night Unlimited Budget Works. This episode, get to see the full extent of what Blondie is capable of. He not only has the, what are they called? Gates of Babylon. Gates of Babylon, those portals and the swords coming out of his infinite warehouse of weaponry. But he has Chains of Heaven. Can restrict, disable any hero. The more divine the hero, the more strength they get restrained. But Berserker, he broke out of those suckers. So, give him credit for that. Definitely. But anyhow, gotta move on to something else. So, anyhow, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more Fate Stay Night on Unlimited Blade Works. We're 3/5 of the way now. That's pretty good. And do keep in mind, I got tipos down below, including the playlist link and a donate link. Shameless plug. Viewer supported, I suppose that's the aim until we get enough of the ad revenue going. Whatever the case, and plans could change any given day if I'm going to continue this or not. But in general, I would try to multiply whatever's given by 10 or 100 times the value. And I would try. I don't know if I would succeed, but I would certainly try. I'm just goofy and silly. So, anyhow, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more. I will see you up ahead. Take care, cool.